The Algo Traders program, otherwise called as ATP. Objective of this series and the ATP course is to create a passive trading setup using algos or bots which can be used to trade on the stock market every day. This series will serve as a prequel or precursor to the ATP course. The goal of this series is to give detailed insight. Welcome everyone to Algo Traders program ATP and its AMA session on ATP. So this is an AMA session like I mentioned earlier. So we have been conducting this AMA session for almost 1 week now. Uh, so we used to have it during the market hours every day. Today, off market hours, we are connecting so that people who couldn't join during the market hours they can join. Okay, so yeah, that's the whole idea. So if you have any queries about the algo trading, right? So this is the platform to ask those questions. So feel free to ask any questions you have on the algo trading. So we'll be happy to answer it. Okay. So yeah, thanks Market Buddha for joining, and yeah, thanks for the comment as well. So this is more like an AMA session, that is Ask Me Anything session. So if you have any queries about Algo Traders program, which is otherwise called as Zero Touch Trading, you can ask here. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Also, just to um, just to ensure we are not wasting any time, I'll just go over some of the details about the Algo Traders program parallelly as well. So what can we talk about today? We talked about hardware, software, the objectives. So all of those we have already talked about in detail. So what else we can talk about? Okay. So what type of trading is supported by ATP? So maybe that can be a topic of discussion today. But parallelly, if you have any questions, we'll take those up. So what sort of trading is supported by ATP? ATP course, this is actually an intraday trading setup. So the passive intraday trading setup. So all the trades that we take up as part of this algo trading program setup, right? So it is actually an intraday trade. Okay, so if you want to positional trades, you can rewrite the code to do positional trades as well. But since this is option naked option selling, so we are doing an intraday trading only. So the type of trading that we do is intraday trading, and what trading symbol is we are trading. So if you look at here, right, the trading symbol we are trading is Bank Nifty. So it comes pre-configured with Bank Nifty. But if you're very well versed in coding, you can rewrite it to trade on the Nifty or even stocks as well. I mean, there doesn't have to be anything to rewrite actually. You can use it as such. But if you use for Nifty, it's fine. But if you go for stocks, you'll face some liquidity issues because stock options are not that liquid. So you'll introduce other issues like slippages and stuff. So it's better not to move into stocks. But Nifty is completely fine. And what is the trading instrument? Like, this is an option trading strategy. So, obviously the trading instrument will be options. So in this case, Bank Nifty options. And trade sizing. Well, actually based on your capital size and also your risk potential, right? You can set up, any number of lots that you want to trade. So it completely depends on how much you want to put in and how much you are willing to risk. So it can be easily, I mean, trade lots can easily be changed by, just changing the values here. And what about scaling up? It's actually easy to scale up to any number of lots, all in just one field change. If you want to trade in 20 lots instead of two, you just have to give 20 here, as simple as that. So it's that simple to, scale up using the strategy. and the number of trades per day. So we just take one trade per day. We just take just one trade per day, but the trade will have two legs, one C leg and one P leg. So those are all, so this is how, you know, I mean, this is the type of trading supported by ATP. So we do intraday trading, and we do intraday trading on Bank Nifty, and it's Bank Nifty options actually, and we can trade on any size, and it can easily be scaled up. And number of trades per day is just one trade with two legs. So that's how this entire setup is done. Okay. So I'll go back to questions for now. Right. We have, I think, um, India-Pakistan game today. So I don't know. Like, I thought they'll schedule this in the afternoon because it's too early for a lot of people, even though it's 10 a.m. So a lot of office squares they take a long nap on Saturday. So that will schedule it in the afternoon, but we do have an India-Pakistan game and people will be busy with that. So that will okay. We'll schedule in the morning. But anyway, we'll give the forum for any other questions. Or else we'll wrap it early today. Right? Any other questions on algo trading? Just feel free to ask. Actually, I'm back. So any other questions? Open questions on algo trading? You can feel free to ask. The forum is yours. So any other questions? Feel free to ask. So yeah, we talked briefly about what it is, algo trading, and any other questions, right? We are free to ask. All right, if you have any queries, post it in the chat box. Yeah, sorry. So I'm back now. Um, Hello, can you guys hear me? Um, am I audible? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So I'm back now. Yeah. So this is an AMA session, like I mentioned. So if you have any questions about Algo Traders program, if you want to validate any proofs, this is a platform where you can ask any number of questions. And if you haven't gone through, our Algo Traders playlist, you can very well do that when you have time to understand more about this program. There is also, a dedicated website if you want to, check the trading positions at any point in the day. I mean, in the Telegram channel, we just share our entries and exit. But during the middle of the day, if you want to check P&L, the current PLN of our positions, you can do it from here. And this website, right? It's a separate website, passivetraders.in, and this is the yesterday's end of day report. So that's what you're seeing. You can sign up automatically. You go to the site, you can just sign up, and you'll be able to access it. So yeah, so this is an open forum for anyone to ask any questions about CATP. So for last 1 year, we were into the beta testing phase. We were, publishing our trades on a daily basis and results also on daily basis. So if you want to validate any particular days, trade result or any overall trade report, anything, right? So you can just, ask us. We can open it from the trading terminal right here, and then we can go over the details as well. So yeah, good morning, Abdul Rasak. Thanks for joining, and thanks others for joining as well. So yeah, like any questions on the ATP, right? Feel free to post it in the chat box. We'll be happy to take up those questions today. Okay. So yeah, let's see, how the session goes. Let's see whether we are getting any interesting questions today. That's something I'm looking forward to. Yeah, that's pretty much the full picture for whoever joined late today. So let's see whether we have any other questions for today. Okay, I think we have first question from Abdul Razak. Okay, so this is not related to ATP, but let's take it up anyway. So please suggest a best strategy to earn daily 1% profit on capital safely. Okay, it's actually a good question. So see, uh, daily earning 1% profit is actually a reasonable outcome. Okay, so I would say definitely possible. So if you have 1 lakh rupees capital, 1,000 rupees per day, it's a valid possibility. But thing is, you should be ready to lose that 1% on the day as well. So you need to kind of risk at least 50 percentage of it, but at the max, right? Same percentage of it. So 0.5 to 1 percentage loss is something that should be acceptable to you. Okay, so if you are targeting 1%, you at least have to keep a bait of 0.5 percentage, or at the max 1% as well. So if you are ready to do it, you can take up a particular setup and focus on only that particular setup. 1% is completely a reasonable return if you have to trade manually. So even this setup, right? So we are targeting, for a 2 lakh rupee capital, we are targeting around 2,000 rupees, which is also around 1%. But the fact of the matter is, you are also risking that 2000 rupees every day. So that is the key here. So it's very similar. So you should be ready to lose that 1 percentage as well. So the thing here is, in that case, you need to have your win rate at your favorable position. I mean, win rate should be favorable to you. So you need to find a strategy like that. So what that means is, um, either you have to find. I mean, if you are manually into it, right? A simple way to achieve it is through scalping. So that's a easy way. We can easily target 1 percentage. Or otherwise, if you are able to spend time in the market, you can very well follow our levels, the intraday trading levels that we publish on a daily basis, especially on the index, right? So there are a lot of people who still uses it. A lot of PTP students, and also now a lot of our general followers. They still use the daily levels. So use that, trade using those levels and options. So we already clearly explained, what sort of strategy that we use to trade on the daily levels, especially on the options front, where there is a real low risk involved. So we can definitely take that approach, and focus on getting 1 percentage through option scalping. So that's what I would advise. So maybe Nifty, Bank Nifty option scalping using our intraday index levels. So that's what I would suggest. But yeah, I mean it would need a lot of practice, at least for 3 to 6 months of good practice to get that consistency. So once you have it, then that'll be that'll become a muscle memory, and you'll be able to continue with that. So that's what I would start. So if you go to our Telegram channel Market Secrets, the daily post, right? The first post, first two post we share, right? So it has linked to our strategy as well. So you can, if you haven't seen that strategy, you can just go ahead and check out that strategy and see whether it fits your profile. So that's the route I'd advise anyone who wants to target 1 percentage on a daily basis. Hope that helps. If there are any follow-up questions, please let me know. And anyone else who are joined now, like if you guys want to, ask any questions, feel free to ask. So the forum is open for, queries. So the whole objective of this session is, uh, to answer the question. So yeah, you're welcome, Abdul Razak. All right. Any other questions from anyone? So any reports anyone want to validate? Anything that we want to go over? We have time today since it's on uh, market holiday. Like we can spend some time to go over anything. So feel free to ask if you have any questions. Okay, I think I'll just disable this message. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, the forum is open for any other questions. Let's see whether we have anyone else to ask any questions. All right, I think we don't have any other questions at this point. What we'll do, maybe we'll close this now, and maybe around 12:30 we'll have another 15-20 minute session. Um, for anyone who wants to, join in later. So yeah, maybe we'll do another session later today. Um, with this, I'm closing today's session. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks for your time.